or the handsome guy on the right?
Well, I'm the older guy on the left with the funky colored shirt.
All right, Scott, I think you can unmute yourself. You're supposed to be able to. Maybe not. Hold on 1 second.
All right. Now you have allowed me to unmute myself. Can you hear me?
Good. Yes, sir.
And I'm going to need you to do that same thing for our guest that's coming on.
Thought I already did.
We're going to teach you how to work this technology.
Yeah, she's good to go.
All right, guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Business Opportunity Zoom call. My name is Pastor Scott Becker. I am from Jacksonville, Florida, and I'll be your host tonight for our twice-a-week Zoom call. We do this every Tuesday and every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central, and you still got time right now to text your guest, text any prospects you have, call people on your team, email someone, and get them on the call. We've been talking about the Deep South, so I'm going to throw some Southernisms at you. Tonight's call, it's going to be a humdinger. It's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be a real hootenanny. We've got special information. We've got a special guest on the call tonight. But right now, I want to introduce everyone to the man who just got up out of his chair and walked away from his screen, my business partner and longtime friend. John and I have been working together for about 15 years. We actually started an LLC together called the Fun Marketing Group, and this guy is a fantastic human being. He is a seven-figure earner in our industry, but I'll tell you this, he's a better person than he is networker, and he's one of the best networkers I've ever met. He is happily married. Sad to tell all you single ladies out there, he is a happily married man. He is dedicated to his core values, and it's my privilege to be in business with him and introduce him on this call tonight. He has written books, been written about in books. He is a sought-after international stage speaker, motivational speaker, business builder, and trainer extraordinaire. So I want you to take out a pen, take out some paper, get ready to write some of this stuff down. We're going to have some new information come out. We're going to have a guest on the show that you've never heard from before, and we're going to release some new information. We're going to have some Q&A after, so please write down any questions you have. We'll try to do our best to answer all of those questions before we get off the call tonight. But right now, I want to turn this over to our presenter for the night, Mr. John Cini.
Hey, thank you so much, Scott. Appreciate that. I don't think I can ever live up to Scott's intro, but we'll take a shot. And actually, our guest speaker tonight, she definitely lives up to it. So excited to have her on with us. You all are going to get a real treat tonight hearing from her. Thank you so much for getting on here. If you're new here for the first time, tonight is for you. We're going to tell you about our company, Nexus Rewards, and give you a quick overview on what you're going to see here right now. Without bringing anybody into this, without referring anybody, you can literally put $60 in your pocket this month. That might get you excited, might not, but think about how many webcasts have you gotten on to hear about a business and they tell you to take out your charge card and spend money. Here we're going to show you how you can actually put money in your pocket. Shopping cash back, $30. Everybody can go grab that immediately if you haven't done that before. You can go get $20 of gas cash back in the next couple of weeks or even in the next month. And then you can also get access to an Amazon gift card. Very easy to go and do all of that. We'll show you how. And there's your 60. You can get a lot more than that, $60. But, how many times you get on a webcast and then you see, hey, I can actually go get some money just by plugging in here with Nexus. True, you have the ability to do that. And if we show you how to save hundreds of dollars a month, then we think you'll easily be able to justify spending $22 with us. So lots of stuff that is coming down the pike. You can save money on bills you're already paying, and you can get hundreds, if not more than that, from other cashback programs. So that's what we're going to show you. Gave you a little appetizer right there. But we're going to talk about first why so many people are flocking to what we have. I mean, if you look at the Gallup polls that come out every summer, it's amazing. People don't like what they're doing for a living. They're frustrated. They're not making enough money. They're losing sleep over money. Money is the number one cause of problems in relationships. And that's just an awful stat right there. 9 out of 10 people have less than $10,000 in assets when they pass away. And the average person can't get their hands on $500 in cash in an emergency. So think there's a need out there? Oh, yeah. And that's why people love it, love what we have, because we get them the money to be able to do more. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. This headline blew me away. This came out just a month ago there at the beginning of June. 1/3 of Americans earning $250,000 a year live paycheck to paycheck. Quite comical to me. I saw that headline and I said, I got to share that with everybody. But even worse than that, this is what really matters. 61% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. That was a 9-point increase from last year. So obviously we're going in the wrong direction with food and gas prices going crazy, inflation out of control. So people want and need what we offer. And here's another stat that's pretty disturbing. At retirement time, 48 million Americans 65 and older only have an average income of, it's about $3,000 a month, according to the Census Bureau, and their average net worth at $170,000. Well, if you divide 38,000 by 12 months, there you go. There's your $3,000 a month. Would an extra $500 a month help? Extra $1,000 a month help? I mean, all this stuff is available right here from us. By the way, if you're a frustrated home business builder, or if you're frustrated because you've tried 10 different things, 20 different things, and haven't figured out how to make it work, well, here's the dirty little secret of network marketing. It's the elephant on the table that nobody wants to talk about, but we will, and we'll enjoy it. Because, in most companies, pretty much all of them, in order for you to make money, other people have to lose money, which means they spend a lot of money and then they probably regret it. But the new way, what we're doing is to make money, you save other people money. I mean, how different is that? Which way sounds good to you? It's kind of a no-brainer to me. And if you haven't had success out there in trying 28 different things, hey, it's not your fault for the most part. The odds are stacked against your success. You pay a lot of money for a training course. You get a lot of ideas, and then, they actually work. And most people lose money when you start a business. So then you have to go out there and you have to learn how to sell people on buying stuff that they don't necessarily want or need. And then you got overpriced stuff, and you have very high auto ship, meaning you have to get people to commit to going and spending a lot of money every month. And then you have these challenges with qualifying for compensation. And we don't even want to get into all those headaches. So it's hard to break even, hard to let alone make a profit. And that leads to a lot of people quitting. That's attrition right there. And we want to change that whole equation. And that's what we're doing right here. So it's a game changer with Nexus Rewards. And you're going to see that. Unfortunately, it's not really common sense, not common knowledge, but it should be. It's common sense, but it's not common knowledge that for a business to succeed, to be able to roll for years and years, you got to have real authentic customers. That means that they have to be able to afford whatever is being sold, right? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. And they got to be satisfied. They got to feel like they're getting value for their money. And then that means no front-end loading where you're trying to get people to buy rank by buying a huge purchase and what we call garage qualifying. That's what this guy's doing. He's buying a ton of stuff and then cramming it into his garage to resell. People do that all the time in home businesses, but a lot of times they find out they're stuck with a ton of inventory. No upsells. You don't have to worry about plugging in here with us and then us trying to get you to go spend $400 or $500 or $1,000, crazy stuff like that. And there's no large auto ship. You're not going to have to deal with anything really where people get hurt financially. I mean, that's not what we're doing here. And that's why Nexus is definitely the solution. We give you major discounts on your 3 essentials: gas, groceries, and prescription purchases. And of course, there's all these other big brand names, and you'll see them on the screen here in a sec. But you can save money on all these things, and you don't have to bend over backwards to make that happen. It is definitely an affordable business. Ready to find out what the price is? Here you go. When we say low cost, $21.95 a month. I already mentioned $22 a month on that very first intro slide. And there's a $10 one-time setup fee. That's it. And then you never see that at $10 again, and it's $22 a month. So very affordable. But here's a good question that you probably know the answer to. Would you pay a small membership fee to get a larger amount of money back? Well, a lot of us already do, right? Ever heard of Sam's Club or Costco or BJ's? I mean, there's so many of them out there, but those are probably the biggest three. And Henry Ford said 100 years ago, you sell to the masses to dine with the classes. And that's really what we're doing here. But, you look at these big wholesale membership clubs. Do they give you a payment on the membership purchases of others that you referred? And the answer is, of course, not. You might get a little one-time reward, but that's it. But here we're talking about every month getting paid when you refer people to this program. Now, we're going to talk about the services that we have and how you can save money because, yeah, you're getting paid when you buy gas every time you go to the tank if you plug in here with our referral app. And when you refer others, you can get 15 cents a gallon per referral. Now, that's a one-time thing on your fill-up, but then you have 1 cent a gallon for every gallon they buy forever. Now, if you do the math on that, that can start adding up quite a bit, especially if you go refer a lot of people. And then on anyone that they refer, you can get a half cent per gallon on all their referrals. Now, this is through a well-known program that's, all over the place, and they already have millions of people on their program. And yet we get paid on that whole setup just like they do. So you can go out there. There's still tens of millions of people that need to hear about this program right there. Now, this is actually a cash back that I got when I filled up. It was $65 or $70, and I got $4 back. How many times do you need to do that, get a $4 payment to cover your $22 monthly fee? 5 or 6, right? Not that difficult. Then on this side, both of these are little messages that I got on my phone, and you can see this right here. You just earned 21 cents thanks to your referrals getting gas, and it details it down below on that 1 cent and that half cent a gallon. But you know what? It says right here in very small print, so I blew it up. This is the thing that matters. Thanks to you, people earn cash back today, and since you referred them, you get a bonus too. Pretty nice, right? Now, that's just a little bit on our program. This story is way better than what I just told you. So I'm going to have Scott just go through his little Aunt Sally experience and talk about what this means to everybody. Scott Becker, you can't unmute. Hold on. Don't know why that you look like you're unmuted.
I am
there you
now.
Go.
All right.
And
guys.
I didn't do anything.
When my connection breaks and I have to come back on, it mutes back. Anyway, let's get back into Aunt Sally. Aunt Sally is one of my favorite stories in network marketing. Aunt Sally, to me, she's not my real aunt, but she represents somebody that I care about. She represents somebody that I know, a friend of mine who maybe is not a professional network marketer, but wants to save money by being in a home-based business, wants to open up opportunity for a side hustle, not looking to do this into the tens of thousands of dollars, doesn't have tens of thousands of people she's networked with, but she knows how to save money and she wants to do it. So we've got the Aunt Sally story of all Aunt Sally stories at Nexus, because this is the first company I've been in 40 years that everyone can win. And this is what Art and Rob are concerned about. They want to make sure that the giant networkers and the average people can come in and win. That's why our cost is only $21.95 a month and not $150 a month or something crazy like that. But I've got my own Aunt Sally. Her name is Joyce, and she sent me these screenshots when she first got in. When she was 10 days in the business, she sent me a screenshot that showed her upside account balance was already $30.62. That was a couple of fill-ups and a restaurant or two in there, but it's proof that our apps save people money. Just use the apps. There's real benefit here by the education and the information that we're providing people. This isn't something she had to spend money on that she had to invent. This was money she was already spending. And then when I told her that was great, she sent me the other screenshot on the other side of the screen that says it's only been 10 days. And then she talked about her fetch, pulling her Walmart receipt and getting 3,000 points. We did a great training on that on Saturday. Bruce gave a lot of great information about fetch. Go back and get the training from Saturday. But listen, guys, whether you are a career network marketer, a 7-figure earner, or 7 minutes into this business, you can make it here at Nexus and Rewards. We are seeing people save money. We're seeing people make money, and we're seeing more people sponsor new people into the business than any company we've ever been in. So go tell your family, go tell your friends, go tell everyone you know, there is a better way, and we have it here at Nexus Rewards. I'm not going to take any more time. John, finish us out.
Thanks so much for that. Love that story. And it really is the bottom line here. We are helping people and giving them a better way. And that's what it's all about, really, at the end of the day. And we get paid just to go eat. And, you know, restaurants, regular shopping, you can get cash back from thousands of restaurants, thousands of stores. Why are they paying us? Well, you know, in the old days, you just run an ad on ABC, CBS, NBC. Everybody saw it. Today, that's no longer possible, right? There are thousands of different places, and they can't possibly advertise everywhere. So they're going this route, and they're paying us instead of paying for ads. I hope that makes sense. This is the ad budget. So eat up and enjoy and get some cash back in the process. You see these numbers here. I mean, if you can go and save $5 on a meal, if you can buy one, get one free, all these things are offered. Even if you just get 10% back, you literally can get paid everywhere you shop. You might recognize a store or two or all of them on here, right? Scan your receipt, get cash back. You can do that too. That's another additional double dip. You might be able to triple dip on some of these different things. And how about this? Get your first month of Nexus reimbursed. It's so simple. I mean, it's literally given us the ability to get all the money you spend to get in here right back. When you go through this app, spend $30 and get $30 cash back. You can do that at Walmart. You can do it in all kinds of places. And literally, it's free product. The product will be reimbursed. Then when you refer others who spend $30, you get an additional $30 bonus. Free money, free product, free money. Check this out. For every friend you earn $30, every friend you refer. Just amazing to me. Now, this is only available in the U.S. and Canada. Sorry to say. And you got to do it within 90 days of signing up. But I just got another one today. Scott and I, we just got another $30 cha-ching on that referral when they go and they spend $30.
Hey, let me say something real quick about that, John. And I know you're probably going to touch on this more. But guys, it's not just the $30, and that's awesome. And we've got $30 coming in, boom, 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 from people that we've referred. And if you refer this, you're going to get those $30 coming in. But it is almost any store you've ever heard of takes Rakuten. My favorite pair of shoes are Nike Air Force Ones. Every year or so, 6 months, depends on how dirty they get. They're all white shoes. I love them. It was time for me to get a new pair of Air Force Ones. So I thought, well, let me go to Rakuten, see if Nike's on Rakuten. Guess what? Of course Nike's on Rakuten. Why? Because everything's on Rakuten. And not only is that $30 reimbursement there, but I could have went straight to Nike.com, but I went to Rakuten first. It forwarded me to Nike.com, and I saved 6% on a pair of shoes that I was going to buy anyway. I can't retire off that $7 I saved on that pair of shoes, but I sure am happy to get it. We are changing the way people think. We're changing the way people shop, and we're putting more money in people's pockets. And I've never been so excited to have saved 6% on my favorite pair of shoes. And it's all thanks to Nexus and Rakuten.
Awesome. So that should be enough motivation right there for you to plug in with us. It is over 3,500 stores. These are nationwide brands. And Rakuten says right on their site, we'll take you to their site, you shop, cashback automatically activated, and then they put it in your account. And by the way, your first cashback payment sent via PayPal or check within 15 days of your purchase. So that's really in the first 2 weeks after you get that purchase done. After that, you're paid quarterly. So, you're going to get that coming in every 90 days. But look at this, 15 million members, $2 billion in cash back. I think the system works. All you got to do is plug in. And if you're hearing about this for the first time, you might be saying, how have I not heard about this? And that is why we're here, because millions and millions of people haven't heard about it. I mean, you take 300 million, even if it's only 100 million, and you subtract 15 million, we've still got 85 million people to go reach. That's a lot of work, and that's a lot of money waiting for us to go get it. Now, if you have heard of this and you're a member of Rakuten, I got great news for you. You can still plug in here. You just take your referral link and you plug it in with Nexus, and you're good to go. You keep on rocking, and now you're going to have even more incentive to tell other people about what we have, because you're probably not going to have all the apps and all the discounts that we're going to share with you here. How about some Amazon gift cards for almost no effort? All you got to do is scan receipts with the Fetch app, and you get points. When your points equal the amounts below, you get the corresponding Amazon gift card. So you want a $10 gift card, go get 10,000 points. Now, you might be looking at that going, that's a lot of points. How do I get that? You can literally do that every month. Every month you can do 10,000 points. It's not hard to do at all. All you have to do is keep your receipts and take a picture of them with your phone with the Fetch app. It takes you 20 seconds. It's so simple. I did on the weekend because it turned July 1st, and I just wanted to be ahead of Bruce for 5 minutes. And I racked up like 7,000 points, and poof, that was it. So that was just from a couple weeks of receipts. Okay, keep your receipts, scan them, take a picture of them, just do it, whatever day. You have 2 weeks to count them, so you have to make sure of that. Now, we also have a prescription app where you can save up to 80% or more off the medications. There are great testimonials on this. I could talk about this one for the next hour. Works with or without your insurance, and they even say on the little 1-minute video, our prices may be cheaper than your copay if you have insurance. I mean, how fantastic is that? So that's a great one. And then there are other rewards where we have cash back, even more money back to shop. Again, there's so many different brand names. 6%, there's way bigger savings than that. Thousands of retailers. We have a 3-minute phone call. You can dial up and listen to that. And if someone would throw that in the chat box, that would be dynamite. If you haven't heard that yet, go listen to it. I had that number and I never dialed it. And then I went and listened to it. And I was already in the business, I think, for a week or two. And I was blown away because it's like nonstop, machine gun, one after another of great testimonials of all these people saving money. I don't even know how many people are on there raving about it, but it's really great. They're all talking about different savings in stores. And then we have the Benefit Hub. You can literally go and see all the different companies that are using this. And the average savings is hundreds of dollars per month. We have great testimonials just on people getting their car insurance reduced. And you're not going to some unknown brand. It's from, a major car insurance provider. You don't have to worry about that. You can get big ticket items, all these different benefits right here. I love it. It's another humongous reason to plug in here, where you've got over 10,000 companies using that Benefit Hub, including America's 2 biggest employers. So it must be valuable when you see that right there. 86% say we're an important part of their benefit package. Look at the average annual savings right there. And 1 million people every month go and visit that Benefit Hub. Again, what's the math? If there are 100 million households out there and only 1 million of them are visiting, that means we got about 90% of America to go reach. So a lot of work to do on that. And hey, look at this. We are with a company here, the Benefit Hub, that's available in 15 countries right now and expanding rapidly. But 15 countries, and they all have awesome phone support in each country. They don't have to dial long distance, going from India over to the U.S. to try to get support or vice versa. So, yeah, that's all in place. And if that's not enough for you, if you don't get excited about building this thing out globally, check this out. This is the Rakuten. We just talked about them. They are literally in 73 countries. Now, I don't know how quickly this list is growing, but that was it a week ago. So, but I'm not going to check it every day, but I think this is enough to keep you going. You know, all 30 of the EU countries, there's a little bit more than, a little less than 30, but they got 30 over there in Asia. All these countries over there in Europe, and then in Asia, we got all those countries, and on and on and on, all of South America and North America, a little bit of Central America, and a little bit of the Middle East and Africa. So I think that's enough for everybody to get in here and get a big piece of this pie, right? Now, besides all of that, with your premium package, that $22 a month, you get a rep website. You don't have to pay extra for that. You get a back office. You get the ability to get paid on your network, and you get endless training. I mean, we have mountains of stuff. You can see the menu over here. There's all kinds of things you can go and check out. You get a back office. Gives you all the info on your entire organization, when you rank up, all that good stuff there. And this is my favorite. I love talking about this because I look at it every day. The site tracker. How many people went to my site today? So you go down here, click on genealogy, and then you scroll right down here, personal site stats. And it says right here, visitors today, visitors yesterday, and in the last 30 days. And, you know, when I saw that, I just said, wow, this company really has their act together. And they're giving us way more than they have to. I mean, this is a benefit I've never seen in any other company. So, in fact, I think every company, when they see this, they're going to want to do the same thing. But all of that's included with your $22 monthly membership. So I hope that you see some value there. Some people might look at some of the things we offer and say, I've already got Rakuten. Can't I get all this stuff for free? Well, a lot of it you can. And we have a free membership package that has great value there. You know, all those free packages are available to our free members, and that makes you a customer. And that's great. That's fine. We love getting customers. The paid members, though, get a lot more value. And they also are affiliates and business builders. Now, if you're like me, you look at the $32 to get in, the $22 a month, and you say, I'm in, no problem at all. But when you actually see all the value that you're getting here, all these different services, you know, that's where you say, oh my goodness, okay, I want to get a piece of that. And we'll talk about that automatic builder here in just a minute. But our paid members have the ability to build a big network. And that's what is so amazing. You can actually get a high school kid to go and get 50 friends' parents to pay that $22 a month. It'd be like a fundraiser. And that would be really what all of us should do. We should go out there and, you know, get these people in here saving money way more than what they're going to spend. So that's the beauty of the bundle that we have. And, you know, when we put all that bundle together, you know, it comes out to a very low cost where similar programs are charging up to $100 a month for what we have. That would be quadruple the Nexus cost. Really amazing to me that is the situation. And the bundle leads to change behavior, because free programs, if you just did one of them, like the gas app, that wouldn't pay you enough to justify spending time promoting, you know, just that one. But when you put them all together, then you have all the ability to get a lot more income, change behavior. Before you go out the door, think, okay, where am I going? What am I going to spend money on? Can I get a discount? And that is the magic right there. The third-party apps don't require Nexus to have to scale up to be able to accommodate them. That's also another huge difference that makes Nexus so powerful right there. And then the income is much higher percentage of revenue that's paid back to the membership for that referral. And, you know, one other thing that's huge, you're going to hear from one of the co-founders tonight. As long as they've been in the business as reps, they know what we go through in the field, and they want us to succeed. That was something that caught my attention right away, and you'll hear about their background coming up. Now, if you're skeptical about, you know, how big can we make this? Well, you know, if it's a free program, can you really get it to become a billion-dollar company? Well, let me give you an example of a company that did just that. If you're skeptical about the business model, Spotify, which is very well known by most people, they say on their website, they transformed music listening forever. They launched in 2008, one of the largest music streaming services out there. Look at that. Almost 500 million people are actively using Spotify. And check this out. They got almost 200 million paying for their service, $10 a month. You know, what they did was they offered the free service, provided great value, of course, and then they got a percentage of all those free users to upgrade to be paid users. That was the strategy right there. They are doing today $10 billion on a $10 a month package right there. Hard to believe, but that's the business model right there. That's exactly what we're doing. And we got a great service if you get our free. But, of course, we're going to give you that bundle. We're going to give you a lot more value than it costs you. And that's how it's going to grow and become crazy big. Now, it is all mindset. Because when you look at how much money you actually waste every month, it's a lot more than $22 a month. And I'm not trying to give anybody pain here, but just think about if any of these apply to you. If you didn't shop your car insurance, right? None of us have done that. No, not me. Okay, guilty. I did. I called 2 companies. The first company tried to raise my rate crazy, and then I went to the second company. That's all I did. Have I shopped my car insurance? Still today? No, I haven't. I got to do that. It's on the list. Your cable bill promo, that little promotional rate that you got for a year. Remember that? And then they jacked your rate way up and you didn't renegotiate it. How about some of these streaming services? You've been paying for it for months, but you haven't watched it in forever, right? Did you buy a timeshare that you haven't used in years? How about coupons that you could, of course, use, and that you would save that 20 a month, but you're not? This is my favorite one right here. Not because I do this, but because I know so many people that do, and I laugh. $5 latte every day. Do the math on that one. Even if you just do it Monday through Friday, there's $100 a month. But, hey, I've already got the Upside app. How many times have I used it? Well, I always forget. I had somebody say that exactly to me. She had the Upside app. She had the Rakuten app. She hadn't used them at all. And she said, this is so great because this is going to get me to use it every day. So you can turn pocket change into a significant income right here on a stinking $22 a month. And, how do you earn? Well, use the apps and refer other people. And then you can pay off bills, enjoy family, and take vacations. It's really that simple. And by the way, they give you 100% money back guarantee. You test drive this thing for a week. And then if you don't like it, you can get a refund. So pretty amazing, simplest business ever. Not much simpler. I don't know any other business out there that is this well laid out, well thought out, and so valuable to everybody out there. Now, this is our little path to success in the rank up here. You see all these people that are popping up on the screen. Nick Skolsky just hit diamond here a couple weeks ago, and he's leading the charge. Congratulations to Nick. We had Gloria, and I didn't update the slide, but she just hit 3-star last week, so congrats to her. And Mike Glaspie hit 2-star right out of the gate. He blew it up. Carolyn and Robert and Kim all hit 1-star. All of these people are climbing this ladder here very quickly. And when you look at the chart, you might say, what's a pro? Well, that's 5 personal enrollments. Okay, promotional. That's where you're getting started. That doesn't make you a professional just because you got 5 people plugged in here. Everybody should go and do that, in the next week, if not the next day. Then when your whole group equals 25, you're pro 25. Then you double that whole group from 25 to 50, you're pro 50. When you get to 1-star, that's where your group can start to grow at the rate of growth of the company. And that's where the fun really begins. But that 1-star is 100 people in your organization. Again, note, we're just doubling 50 to 100. Then to go 1-star to 2-star, 100 to 200 to 400 to 800 and so forth. I mean, it's pretty much a double all the way up. They cut a couple corners up there near the top, made it even easier for us instead of doubling. But as your team naturally grows, you'll get the ranks that get you to even more money. And we're not going to go through all of that. The good news is that we all have the ability to go and look at the comp plan spelled out in detail. We'll get a little touch on that tonight from the co-founder who's getting on with us here in a minute. Now, the tools that we have are already in place. The automatic builder is almost a 2-decade-old system where you can go and review all of the different tools that we have in lead generation, and then you can dump every one you want to into the system. They have capture pages, they have landing pages, all of that stuff's already in place. And look at Carolyn, 20 signups in a little over a month. So the system does work. All you got to do is work it. Everything that we need to have is in place here. Very affordable program where you can get paid on 10 levels, almost out of the gate. You can reach down to 6 of them almost immediately. And then you can wrap this thing around the globe. So we love all of that. Everything that you need is in place to go and build this thing big. And what I was just referring to a second ago on the comp plan, you can go to this flip book presentation and see all the info that you need to go and understand everything about this company. Might take you 30 minutes, might take you, 50 minutes, depending on how much time you want to spend, but you can turn each page back and forth and zip through this thing as fast or as slow as you want. So, or you can just watch this webcast again, but this is a lot more comprehensive, what you see on the screen. So we really like that. So everything that we need is in place. I even gave you the link where you can go and check that out. We are growing very rapidly, by the way. The whole key is getting into concentration. That's where you hit that critical mass that leads to momentum and crazy growth. But every company that starts is in a formulation period, and that's where they're just getting going. Usually that takes about 3 years, 2 to 3 years to get there, to hit that concentration point, get out of formulation mode. Well, we're right here, in the middle of 2022 going to charging to 2023. And that is where we think the actual concentration will begin. And so our trajectory will be a lot more vertical than normal. Well, how is that possible? Well, when a company launches the proper way, it can hit that critical mass point a lot faster. And that's why timing is everything. If you want to get a crazy piece of this pie, you want to be plugged in here when we go vertical. Now, whether that happens at the end of this year, whether it happens in the middle of 2024, whatever, I'm just telling you, that's when you want to have 100 people under you, 1,000 people under you, and then you will really benefit from the rate of growth of the company. You certainly don't want to find out about this, in 2025 or 2030, when this company has already had an amazing run, although there'll still be other things going on at that time. Now, if you want proof of our growth, you can go check out this site right here, similarweb.com. You'll be able to see the actual website traffic. They report all of it right there. And that's where I went. You can go check this site out too. It's pretty amazing. They actually registered the domain, the owners of this company, on January 4th. So they didn't really have any traffic then. They got a few hundred people to go check things out, test the website. And then in March, they really started to take off. And look what happened there. I mean, it went to over 20,000 visits in the month of April. We don't have the May data yet. We're all on the edge of our seat waiting for what the May number will come in at. They always lag 60 days or so. It'll be out any day now. But we don't know what that number is. Doesn't matter, whether it's 40,000 or 100,000, whatever. The point is, it's going vertical. And we expect the May data to be exponentially what the April number was. So that would be vertical growth. All right. So I'm going to back up here for just a minute. Before we get into the compensation, I want to bring on our guest speaker because I know you've heard enough from me already. Let me take this off of the share, and I'm going to ask Dr. Lorette Willis to unmute and join me on here. Lorette and I met in another company 6 years ago. Was it 6 years ago? Man, it was a long time ago. It seems like a year or two ago. And the first time I met her, we actually had a huge house that we rented, and it was better than staying at a hotel. We had some major meetings and everything right there in that hotel. And so we had never met before that. Had we talked on the phone? I can't even remember. But Lorette has some amazing skills that made is right when I met her, I said, okay, I'll never forget this person. And hey, if John, you saw her bio,
John, back up and explain. You and Lorette didn't rent a house together to stay in Vegas.
No. We had like 30 people staying there.
Yeah, it was a whole
Thank
team
you for the
thing.
clarification.
It was a team house.
We had our whole team staying. Everybody had their own room. No craziness. Sorry. So we had a huge meeting of people where we could do meetings on a regular basis right in a house. It was, I think we're out there for a week out in Vegas, and it was a great time. So when we met, And then I met Lorette, and I got just a little taste of her skills that obviously you heard about in the bio that we had in the email today. So, Dr. Lorette, you've got a theology degree. Before that, you were in the acting and the music business and voiceovers. And yet here we are in networking together. How in the world did you end up in this crazy home business arena?
Well, I don't know exactly where to start here, John.
No, that's not my real voice. I just thought I'd wake everybody up. No, I know people are on the edge of their seat right now because that presentation is so dynamic, so exciting. You know, I have been in network marketing part-time for 25 years, and it's something that I really enjoy because it is the best way for the average person to change their lives and to leave a legacy for others. And I've never seen a company like Nexus Rewards. Here's something where you're not having to have product. You're not going to have a big learning curve. You're not going to hear, I don't like the taste. I mean, you're not going to hear it because these are things that people are already purchasing. And so you're helping people do what people really like, to save money. I have never met anyone that said, no, I want to pay full price. In fact, can I get charged double or triple for this? Never, even if they're a billionaire. How did they become a billionaire? Smart. It starts with those little pennies. You know, we've heard that. A penny saved is a penny earned. But you know, it's more than that. When you, as Zig Ziglar has said, when you bless enough other people, when you help enough other people get their dreams to come true, you'll get your dreams to come true. And it can start, John, with something as simple as helping them save money and get cash back on what they're already spending money on. And I don't think there's a conversation that we have with people where we're not hearing, have you seen those gas prices? Have you been to the grocery store lately? And to be able to say, would it be all right to save money and get some cash back on your gas, on your groceries? I mean, would that be okay? Yeah. So it just makes perfect sense. When you told me about this, John, and I had the blessing of meeting Pastor Scott as well, it just made sense. In fact, I got with you and I said, why didn't you tell me about this 2 weeks ago? You know? So, John, thank you for this this opportunity. I just really see it as a, boy, you know, you want to say no-brainer, but that's kind of demeaning to people. But it does kind of paint the picture, especially since it's global. And I'm looking at that and I'm seeing, okay, who do I know? And even if you don't know someone in India or Mexico or wherever these other countries, you know someone who knows someone who does, who's probably praying right now for an opportunity, a way to save money, or both.
Awesome. I know that you saw it right away because you, as soon as you got a text from me, you signed up, and then we got on the phone and, you know, talked about it for 2 hours. But I know that you recognized the business immediately just because of how quickly you took action on it. Did it require a lot of extra knowledge or skill or commitment for you to dive in? And I mean, it was kind of like, yeah, this is so low cost. Right? It was an easy decision, wasn't it?
It really was. It really, really was. And I'll tell you, it did take me a couple of days before I said, okay, I've got to get these apps. I've got to, because I went for the opportunity first. That's what I looked at. I said, people are going to really enjoy this. In fact, people need this. People need something like this. And so I was like, okay, where do I sign? Let me jump in. It just made perfect sense. And made sure to get my first 5 days, you know, get 5 and 5. I think that makes sense. Shared it with them. People jumped on board and helping them to get their 5 as well. So I see at the rate that we're going, that will be 1 star, you know, this month. I see continuing to help others follow a very easy, duplicatable plan. You know, people who've done network marketing, John, and everyone else who's on here, if you've looked at other companies before, you've been in other companies before, maybe you think, ooh, this is a new company. I don't know. Wait a second. It is built on a solid foundation. And that's something that I looked at as well. The Phelps brothers, who are, have been in this industry for so many years, since the 70s, since the 80s, they have a company that's over 20 years old that the automatic builder is built on. So it's also taking the best of the money-saving apps, putting them all in one place. And guys, this isn't the end. This is just the beginning, because there are going to be other apps, and you've got a hub right there. Are you going to have to pay more than $21.95 a month for that? Are you going to be making your money back over and over again, month after month? Can't make any guarantees, but I see that, because everyone who joins you, not only are they saving money, but $10 of that $21.95 goes to you as the sponsor. Could that add up? Yeah, I really think so. And I see that also for, free members as well. They get a taste of this, and they say, they see their friends, their family members spending more money than they have to and not getting cash back. I can see them sharing their referral and say, okay, how can I become a member? I'm saving so much. I'm helping up. This makes sense. Is this something that I can do to pay down debt, pay for my kids' college, make a difference? Can I work from home with this? I can see that. You help people to save money, get money back. It's by blessing others, not by, like John said, having them purchase something that maybe they don't really want, and they have to be educated to want whatever it is. This is stuff they're already buying. They're already getting gasoline. They're already getting groceries. And if they can save money on that, I did my one, the $30 back the other day, and it was so fun. I went to Ulta Beauty, okay, and I made a $45 purchase, and I'm getting $30 back. It's like, that makes sense. Went to get gasoline, got back $6.16 on an 8-gallon purchase. Hello, that adds up.
Nice. I love it. And I think everyone can hear the goodness in your heart. You do care about people. It just seems like a perfect fit for you to come in here. Have you ever seen, you've been in the networking world for a long time. Have you ever seen anything close to this?
I've seen companies try to do something like this, and I tell you what, they fell on their faces. I've seen that. I saw this with one other company. It was something, it wasn't like this. It was something similar in a separate industry. And I tell you what happened. The pandemic or whatever you want to call it, it happened. And that whole industry just went, meow. And so the opportunity to help save people money in that particular industry did a nosedive. Not here. People are going to continue to need gasoline. They're going to drive somewhere. People are going to continue to eat, and they're going to continue to buy things. What about that Aunt Sally story that we heard as well? There was another part of that she's saving like $100 a month on her auto insurance through the benefits hub.
Yeah.
That's tremendous. How many would like to be able to save money on their insurance like that? I don't see a thing that you can't. I had so much fun. I had so much fun yesterday. I'm sitting watching a movie with my husband, and I'm sitting, and on my lap, I'm like, okay, give me all the receipts. And I'm taking my phone, and I'm doing the thing, and it's uploading, and it's like, and it's taking them, and I'm like, hey, there goes another. Cha-ching, there goes another. Cha-ching, there goes another one. And then that's for the last 2 weeks. But you know what? It also takes Amazon and email receipts for the last month. And so it said, would you like us to do that for you? And I was like, yeah. So I pressed a button, and it just goes to my email, and it says cha-ching, 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 all added that up. And I get like 9,000 points. And it's, wow, it is nice. It's a sweet thing.
The system works. That is awesome. All right, now we have to talk about this because this is the most important part of our conversation. You've done voiceovers for how many characters? I read 40, but I think it was more like 100 or something. And you gave me just a quick rundown on some of the characters you've done. I don't even think you have to say who they are, just when you do them, and then everyone's going to be totally amazed by the power of Lorette. Can you give us a little demo?
Well, I did do the Betty Boop show off Broadway in New York City. I wasn't the original Betty Boop. I mean, that's from 1928. I'm not that old, okay? But
yeah, I did the Betty Boop show, boop boop dee doo, and my little dog too.
So I had a lot of fun with that, and portrayed about 40 different characters, everyone from Marilyn Monroe. Let's see. Why do I always get the fuzzy end of the lollipop? To, let's see, Katharine Hepburn. Oh, John, it's so good to be here today with everyone. To just doing, things like L'Oreal. Difference by L'Oreal. And also, you're listening to the Oasis Network, a refreshing place to be. But if I spoke like that all the time, I'd be pretty phony. But it works very well for voiceovers, and it's fun. But my nickname was the Woman of 101 Voices, and so I did a lot of one-woman shows, ensemble productions and stuff, but all the time, or most of the time, doing networking on the side because I so enjoy it. And it has given us the freedom with our ministry. We have a Praise Moves Fitness ministry with hundreds of instructors all around the world, to be able to support our ministry without asking for donations. Anything wrong with asking for donations? No, but that's just not how we roll. And network marketing has been able to support my family, my husband, myself, our home. In fact, network marketing made this home possible for us, where we were able to move from a $175 a month rental house that my husband and I were in 1997-98 to a 3-bedroom home on 40 acres in the Ozark foothills. And it just, I don't mean, flat out, but I mean made the difference so that we could. And be able to support the ministry and our staff and all of that as well. Something on the side. And this is the first company that I've ever been with that I feel so secure being able to share this with anyone. Now, I never shared anything that I didn't personally believe in. Yet sometimes it's a little bit of a sell, a little bit of a learning curve, a little bit of, here's why you need this, right? Oh, you don't use supplements. Oh, you don't whatever. So you're educating. Here, it's like, who doesn't shop? Who doesn't want to save money? Who doesn't eat? I mean, come on. It just makes sense.
That is exactly how I felt. I think you summed it up for a lot of us on the call when you just said that. So thank you so much for sharing that. I have to throw in one other thing. You're from Long Island originally, where our founders are from, right?
I certainly am. Yes, all my family talks like that. My father was from Brooklyn, my mother from Queens. All my family, they drink coffee, walk the dog, the whole 9 yards, you know what I'm talking about. But now I live in Oklahoma, so I talk like this, or maybe it's something in between. I'm not exactly sure. But yes, I grew up in Farmingdale on Long Island, then moved into Queens and New York City. So moved out to Oklahoma when I was in my late 20s. And really enjoy it. You can live wherever you want with network marketing, with Nexus Rewards. If you have a phone, you can touch the world. You absolutely can. With these apps, this opportunity, you can live where you want to live. It's beautiful.
Awesome. I don't think we could have asked for a better guest tonight. I really appreciate everything that you shared. It was so valuable. Thank you so much. We're all excited that you're here and that you were willing to take the time and bless us all tonight, Lorette.
My tremendous pleasure. Thank you so much, John. Thank you, Pastor Scott. And thank you to the amazing Phelps brothers for putting Nexus Rewards together. I'm looking forward to a long and fruitful relationship. Thank you.
Awesome. Me too.
Let me jump
Great.
in real
Thanks
quick,
so
guys,
much.
and say this. Part of my story, when I got introduced to network marketing in 1982, as a teenage boy, I realized that no other industry could put me around the type people that I met that first year. I met the president of the United States. I met 3 of the richest people in the country, and it wasn't the money that drew me in. It was the heart, the compassion, the integrity, the love. And I thought, I don't know these kind of people in my life, but through the connections that I've been able to make through this industry, I've met people like Dr. Lorette, and I love some of the comments I'm reading right now. I'm just proud of you, my friend. I'm reading comments, and people are talking about how genuine her soul is And I want to tell you guys, you've heard a lot of numbers here tonight, and John does a great job with the presentation every week. But let me tell you something. If you've ever thought about getting involved in a side hustle, if you've ever thought about getting involved to try to help make your life better and maybe be a blessing to other people, I've done brick and mortar businesses in the past. They are expensive. The legal teams that it takes to set them up are expensive, and it is a grind. We've got a place for you right here at the Nexus family that for $21.95 a month and that one time $10, you can get to know people like Art and Rob, like a John Cini, a Dr. Lorette. There's a reason why people are being attracted to our company from huge backgrounds. And I can tell you, take a second and read Dr. Lorette's bio. It's not that she's got an extra 1,000 hours a week just to play around with something that she doesn't see. Do you see this as something really big, Dr. Lorette?
Yes, I absolutely do. I see where Nexus Rewards is going, and also to have it in so many countries so quickly. It takes vision, and obviously the Phelps brothers are visionaries, and they are attracting visionaries to them. So people like you, Scott and John, people like you, everyone who is on this tonight and who's also watching the recording, you're here for a purpose. You're here for a reason. It's not a coincidence. I call it a God incidence. No matter how you believe, you're here for a reason. Yes. And you're here at the beginning of the beginning. It's going to go huge. I mean, huge, as we say on Long Island.
I appreciate you being on the call.
Let me tell you.
So much. And your heart shines through in everything you do. And I'm telling you guys, just the opportunity to be connected to the team that is coming to Nexus for $22 a month. I'm in the life coaching business. You can't get good life coaching. You can't get good information for the type of money. The people that we are seeing come along here, the training that's here, the support that is here. I hope that you'll get back with the person who invited you to this call and say, where do I sign up? Back to you, John. I know we're going to wrap up.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, we're going to bring on someone else who's from Long Island now. Our co-founder, Rob Phelps. I'm going to share the screen, and we'll get back to just tying up the end of how we actually make money here. Rob Phelps, are you with us? Hopefully he's able to unmute. Let me go make sure. He's probably signed somebody up. He got all excited.
Can you hear me now?
Did we get you? Yes, sir. All right.
You can hear me.
Rob Phelps, co-founder from Long Island.
That's very exciting. Actually, I spent a lot of time in Farmington. My aunt lived up there, and we were up there quite constantly. We're only about 15 minutes away, so everything comes around. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. The company is kind of evolving as we envisioned it could evolve. When we were looking at doing something after all of our years in network marketing, and the one thing that was always discouraging was the people who were not able to have the success. They would try this, they would try that. And, in this industry, it's like 90-something% of the people are not with you a year later. So that was always there. Even as we were enjoying great success, you see the people that came in, maybe gave it a little this, a little that, tried it, and it really didn't work out for them. So when we were looking to put something together, we really wanted to do something that the novice could succeed at with no experience. They could come in and start having success. And we knew that if they could have a little bit of success, wherever that is, it wasn't costing them. They were making some money. They were saving some money. They were getting some cash back. Boy, that could then lead them to greater and greater successes. And the whole thing with the compensation plan that we put together, I'm not going to go into that tonight. You can go in and look at the flip book And Art really does a phenomenal job breaking it down and really showing you. It's kind of like a diamond that the more you look at it, you see another facet. Oh, there's something else. Oh, wow, look at how they put that together. So the thing with the compensation plan is we wanted to make it that the novice could succeed with it and they could have some success, get themselves into profit very quickly, yet also create a way that the seasoned professional would say, wow, I see some tremendous potential here. And we've done that through the unilevel aspect, where you have the ability within your own hands to introduce this to as many people as you want. We already have people that have personally signed up over 100 members into the program, and we're just getting started. We'll have people that'll have 1,000 personally sponsored members over the course of time. And then we add this coded bonus where there's never been anything like it in this industry that pays you infinitely deep. So that aspect, very, very exciting. And then we tie in a little matrix in there that you can get 100% check matches on. So the compensation had to work from the smallest denominator, yet still create a way where people could be making $10, $20, $50, $100,000 a month. I believe with that compensation plan, we will cut some of the largest checks in the history of network marketing, and it all revolves back to, can the new person coming in who's really not even proficient at network marketing, can they start having success? Because if they can, then that's the whole foundation for everything else that we build. And what a great way to live, where you're out there helping people right where the rubber meets the road in their daily lives, where they're having to spend money on gas. You still have to spend money on groceries. You still have to survive and live and do things in this world. And the apps and products that we have are actually saving and making you money, which is totally unique within the industry in and of itself. So when you put all of these things together, it's just phenomenal. And to hear the people that are coming in into the program, people who have been in the industry for 10, 20, 30 years, had tremendous success, and they see this and they say, wow, this is something that I can really do something big with and help a lot of people. And you see the person who's come in who's never had success, and all of a sudden they're going out there and they're excited and they're having fun and they're making money. So we are very, very excited about the program, and we're very, very excited for the success that people are having already. And we're just getting started. It's just going to keep getting better and better and better every day. And we can help literally millions of people around the world. So with that, John, I am going to turn it back over to you.
Great. Hey, I really appreciate you taking the time and getting on here with us. Appreciate all you've done. Obviously, you and Art are just working nonstop. So many great things that you've already put in place and so many great things coming. We're just really grateful for all the efforts that you've made. And again, it's like a common theme here on the Nexus Reward channel. The goodness in your heart comes out loud and clear. Not only in your words, but in your deeds. And we're grateful for that, Rob. So thank you very much.
Well, we appreciate each and every one of you. It's just like, it warms the heart, seeing that you're out helping others, and we all just work together, and we're doing something that, I think is going to go on for generations. We'll be able to build something here that we'll be able to pass on, so very excited, and thank you for all you do.
Well, thank you. Appreciate you. We will just give you a quick look now at what it takes to plug in here. This is real simple, and then we'll wrap up. Just take a minute. and then we'll open it up for questions if anyone has any questions or comments after. So when you want to plug in, it's very simple. Obviously, this is the most important part of the whole thing. You got to know how to join. You go to the website of the person that invited you. That would be mynexusrewards.com/their username. You can't plug in here without a username. So that's important. And so when you go there, you'll see a join now button. It's actually over here towards the center a little bit more now. But that's okay. You'll find join now, very easy to do. And you'll know if you're on the right page when you see the rep info there on that website. Now, once you get there, all you got to do is just scroll down to where the button is to click here to become a premium member. And you'll see that button down towards the bottom. After you see the long list of all the stuff you get when you plug in here, you click that button. And by the way, friends don't let friends enroll for free. So, of course, you can sign up for free if you want, but we already covered why you want to plug in here for that $22 a month. And then it'll take you to this screen where you pick your country. There's 160 countries listed on there with the drop-down box. So hopefully we can help you out. Not all products available in all countries. And then put in your name, address, phone number, email, and check the box. I agree to play by the rules. And that's it. You're off to the races. Give them a charge card and enroll today. And then we give you a nice checklist that you don't have to figure out what to do next. We have all of that stuff. We actually went through it in detail on the first Saturday of the month. We'll do that every month, but we already did that. But the good news is it was recorded, and we will have the recording posted very soon. So stand by for that. And then that's it. Go to work. I mean, we all know what to do, right? If you're excited about something, what do? Tell other people. So there you go. Scott, you have anything else you want to add before we wrap this up?
No, I just appreciate everybody being here. Like I said before, take a chance on yourself. This is a great time to get into a business, whether you want to do it part-time, full-time. Everyone needs to get involved. Get back with the person that set you up. Please don't overthink this. This is not something to get bogged down in mentally. Don't suffer from the analysis of paralysis. Just get with the person who invited you onto this call and let's start going. There's a place for you here at Nexus Rewards. And our goal is to make sure that everyone wins. I appreciate everyone being on the call. It's been fantastic. Always good to hear from our owners. Dr. Lorette, you are a phenomenal person, a superstar, and we are grateful to have you on this team.